What's up, people? I'm Landan with LMR.com. Today we're going to be showing you how to remove and install a power steering pump in a Fox Body Mustang. Let's get right into it. So if you've been around Fox Mustangs or older Ford vehicles in general, then you know these particular power steering pumps can get pretty dang noisy. Well, a noisy power steering pump is typically caused by low fluid, although there are other factors that can contribute to this. Regardless, Ford power steering pumps from this era, they make a subtle whining noise even when they're brand new. So the power steering pump on our 86 Capri made more noise than it should, so we're going to use this opportunity to replace every component within the power steering system. This video will feature the pump, but if you would like to take a look at some of the others, check out the links in the description. Before you replace a power steering pump, it's very important that you flush the system with fresh fluid. If there's any contamination in the system, you don't want that circulating through your new pump. We have set aside some dedicated videos for bleeding and flushing a power steering system, as well as removing and installing the pressed-on power steering pulley on a Fox Mustang, so be sure you check those out before you install your new pump. Now, just to clear the air for a few steps in this particular video. As I said earlier, we did replace all the power steering system related components on our 86 Capri, so you may see some parts that have been removed that don't necessarily pertain directly to replacing the power steering pump. If you are going to be reusing the high pressure supply line, it is extremely important that you inspect the O-ring and replace the Teflon washer. These washers are a one-time use and they cannot be reused. With that being said, like any of our videos, we put these together so y'all can take and use the necessary tech information to help you through the process. Before we get rolling, if you value our how-to videos, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel for more Fox Mustang content, and be sure those notifications are turned on. That way you're notified every time we release new content. To begin, safely support the vehicle as high as you can if you're working off of jack stands or the entire thing with a lift. Position a drain pan underneath the two hoses that are connected to the power steering cooler tube. Dislodge the push pin securing the frame rail splash shield to the core support. Locate the power steering cooler tube and hoses and clean this area if it's needed. Loosen the clamp securing the upper hose to the cooler tube and slide it back. This is the hose that is going to the bottom of the power steering pump. Be prepared for fluid to run out. Allow the fluid to drain from the power steering pump reservoir. We'll need some additional working room at the front of the engine, so go ahead and rotate the belt tensioner and remove the belt from the accessory drive. Disconnect the AC compressor electrical connection. Loosen and remove the hardware securing the large accessory drive bracket. There are three 13mm bolts, three 9/16 nuts, the power steering pump bracket retaining nut is 11/16, and the power steering pump bracket retaining bolt is 9/16. Remove the accessory drive bracket from the car. Loosen and remove the two 7/16 bolts securing the fan shroud to the radiator. Next, you want to loosen and remove three of the fan clutch to water pump bolts. Since the fan clutch bolt holes are slotted, the last bolt can be loosened but left in place. If needed, use some sort of holding device to keep the water pump from rotating while you loosen the bolts. Go ahead and remove the small overflow hose from the radiator. On our particular car, this one was missing. Whenever you're ready, remove the fan and the shroud together. If you're just replacing the pump, at this time you'll want to loosen and remove the high pressure hose on the side of the pump with a suitable wrench, as well as the rubber return hose at the bottom of the pump. Since we're replacing the rack as well, the high pressure line was already removed from the steering rack and the hose bracket was removed from the frame rail. Remove the power steering pump and bracket from the car. At this point, you'll want to watch our video on removing and installing a pressed-on accessory drive pulley, which can be accessed in the description. Whenever the pulley is removed, loosen and remove the three 11/16 retaining bolts. Whenever everything is disassembled, take this time to clean up the hardware. Place the bracket over the pump in the correct orientation. Align the bolt holes and loosely install the three previously removed retaining bolts. Run all these down by hand and then fully tighten the bolts with an 11/16 wrench. With the bracket and pulley installed on the new pump, use this opportunity to inspect the high pressure hose. You'll want to ensure that the O-ring is in good condition and that you have a new Teflon washer if the hose that you are using requires it. This is going to be dependent on the brand of hose. We're installing a new hose which includes new O-rings and does not need a Teflon washer for the hose to pump connection. If needed, lubricate the new O-ring with some silicone grease and install it onto the hose. If you haven't already, clean the surrounding area in the engine bay where the pump gets installed. Of course, be sure to clean the stud and the mating surfaces. Apply a thin layer of anti-seize to the stud and the mating surfaces where the power steering pump bracket makes contact. Position the pump into place and reinstall it over the stud. Apply some anti-seize to the long retaining bolt. Lift up on the power steering pump and reinstall the large accessory drive bracket in the correct orientation. Align the power steering pump with the lower bolt hole and install the long bolt, but don't tighten it down just yet. Now you can install all the previously removed hardware that secures the accessory drive bracket to the front of the engine. When all the hardware is installed, tighten everything down evenly. At this time, install the high pressure hose into the pump. Run it down by hand and then fully tighten the fitting. Since you won't be able to get a torque wrench on the fitting, tighten this until it stops, like ours did, or when the Teflon washer is compressed. Go ahead and reposition the fan and shroud back into place. When doing this, make sure the shroud seats into the clips at the bottom of the radiator. Reposition the fan into place and run down the bolt. Reinstall the other bolts and then fully tighten each one while preventing the water pump from rotating. Reinstall the two upper bolts that retain the shroud of the radiator. Don't forget to reinstall the overflow hose back onto the radiator. Reinstall the serpentine belt and then check over your work. Now you can follow the bleeding procedure from the standalone video that can be accessed in the description. After that, you're good to go. All right, people, we hope this video has provided you a better understanding of how to remove and install a power steering pump into your Fox Mustang. If you did, again, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications. We're gonna sign off for today, so we'll catch you in the next one.